There's a myth in pop music, and some of music's biggest artists are speaking out about it. So the myth is that once you get the hit, you get the freedom. But the industry doesn't always work like that. It doesn't always reward talent. It rewards leverage.
Daddy, if you wanna drop the attic.
Kim Petras saying that she wants out of her label deal is just another example of an industry pattern. Kim is a big name artist at this point. She won a Grammy in 2023 for the song Unholy with Sam Smith. She's had multiple international chart hits, billions of streams, high-profile collaborations with like Nicki Minaj and David Guetta and the Chainsmokers. And now she has said that her next album has been finished for 6 months, but that her label has refused to give it a release date. She's also alleged that some collaborators haven't been paid. I don't feel like she's framed this as a personal falling out. I feel like she's framed it as a system problem. So in her posts, Kim said that labels now only move when music fits a very narrow commercial box. She said if it isn't already performing as a TikTok trend or feeding into what she called 80s revival queerbaiting, probably because she's one of the biggest trans artists in the world, there's no urgency to support it. She also said that she self-funded a music video, we're talking 9 looks, 13 pairs of shoes, for a single that her label still won't release. The most important line though in her post was this. I'm going to read it. "I'm tired of having no control over my own life or career. I want to continue to self-fund and self-curate my own music." That's not impatience, by the way. That is an artist realizing that success has not brought autonomy. And if that sounds familiar, it's because we've already watched a similar story play out with Ray. So Ray signed a 4-album deal in 2014 as a teenager, and then over the next 7 years, she wrote hit after hit, often for other people like Little Mix, Ellie Goulding, Charli XCX, even Beyonce. Meanwhile, her own albums sat unreleased. She had albums on albums just sitting in folders, waiting for permission to exist. The message from her label was consistent. We need more features, more singles, more proof, then maybe an album. So in June 2021, Ray finally said it out loud. She'd been signed for 7 years and still hadn't been allowed to release a debut. Weeks later, Ray and Polydor parted ways. She became independent. She released My 21st Century Blues, the exact album that she'd been trying to make all along. And then in 2024, she broke the Brit Awards record. She won 6 awards in one night, which is why the response to Kim Petras matters. So Kesha has publicly backed her, calling the major label deal a golden cage. She said that it's a tragedy that the industry keeps repeating, and Grimes zoomed out even further. She explained the economics underneath it all. She said, and I'm going to read this, "The label economic model is based on hits. You sign to a label because of the promise that if a song is going, they can throw gasoline on it. So when artists like Kim push back, it's a rational response to a system that says you can have success, but not control." More artists are deciding that that trade-off just is not worth it anymore. Look at Taylor Swift regaining control of her masters. Look at Kesha building her own label. Look at Chance the Rapper rejecting label deals entirely. Because real freedom in music isn't a chart position. It's owning your masters. It's owning your timeline. It's giving yourself complete creative autonomy, which is what artists do best. I'm Poppy Reed. I tell stories about music, film, and culture. Hit follow for more.